Hi Rafikis, welcome back to my channel. Happy Friday to all of you. Today's video we're going to be doing something a little bit different. I'm not recording from our normal house in Windhoek. We're at the farm, at our farmhouse at Okatunde, which is also our traditional homestead. So I'm going to be recording this video from there, and I'm just trying to find a place to sit that's got good lighting. No, here, okay. So yes, so today I thought I'd share with you guys some of the things that I do here at our farmhouse, just to make it more comfortable for us, just to style it, just to make it a place that we are comfortable in, a place that looks nice, a place that we can host our family and friends, that we're still proud of. You know, I don't know if it's your experience, but my experience has always been like, your traditional homestead is one of those places that is like an afterthought. You just dump all your secondhand stuff there, or stuff that's broken, stuff that you don't want in the main house. And for the most part, we were really doing, to be quite honest, we were doing the same thing here. We had like just stuff that's not really nice to look at, just stuff that you're like, I don't know, I don't want to throw this away, let me take it to the farm. And my husband and I had a conversation that, you know, when we are treating our place like it's a secondhand place, or it's like like an afterthought, then we're not showing gratitude to the universe or to God for blessing us with this house, with this home. So we decided to just do a little bit of renovations here and there, and I'll show you some of the renovations we did, just to show you, just to basically improve the standard of our house and just to make it more comfortable, like I said, but also just to show appreciation for it. And so what I did is, the first thing that we did is we repainted some of the rooms, and then we just started taking extra care. The same care that we apply to our house here in Windhoek is basically the same care that we started applying here at the farm. So instead of dumping chairs and old things and mismatched plates and cups, we decided, okay, let's take a small budget and just go and buy stuff that is, streamlined, full sets, so that the stuff is in order and we are basically showing appreciation for our surroundings. So I'm trying to get out of this chicken's way because it's annoying me. So yeah, so that's really what I just want to share with you guys some of the styling hacks that I use here at the farm. A lot of stuff will be repetitive. It's stuff that I've mentioned in other videos, but I'm going to show you basically how I applied it here at the farmhouse, or traditional homestead, if you will. And yeah, just how we are using functional items around here to style our home and to make it look as beautiful as possible. And by the horses, let me show you. And this chicken, yes, this chicken is one of those chickens that wakes you up. This chicken wakes us up at 6 o'clock every morning, and it doesn't stop. I thought you're just supposed to go kukurushu one time, and then that's it. This chicken goes on until about 7:30. Hi horses, let me flip the camera over. This is my favorite one. That's the one, the leader of the pack, that's making all the noises. That one there. I actually need to come and name these horses. Opo ane, it's enough. And I just wanted to show you guys what was the first thing we did here in terms of renovations. We painted the walls white, and then we painted the door black. And what that does is just, it creates a contrast. Our colors in this home, when we renovated, are basically black, white, and then touches of nature, or beige and natural colors, which comes through now in terms of the grass here. And then our accessories. We used baskets that we received at our wedding. We received tons and tons of baskets at our weddings. I mean, if you're a Vambo and you've gotten married, then you know that you're going to receive baskets, these ones, and you're going to receive omatiti, which is basically this. So we basically use those to decorate our home, and this is how it looks like. So like I was saying, we painted the door black, and that just added to the contrast, and I think it really just allows everything else to pop. And then what we did up here, this was my husband's beautiful idea. We basically painted all these themes. They were a dark wood, a dark brown, black color, and we basically painted them white, and you see how beautiful it looks. The entire ceiling then really pops, and again, it's again just keeping in line with the theme colors that we chose here. So let's go into the room. I'm sorry for my heavy breathing. I'm with child, so it is what it is. So we get into room number 2, and what we did here, again, this is my husband's wonderful idea. I'm not even going to take credit for it. My husband decided, you know what, we need to get a wall, an accent wall. So what we did is, this wall was white, we painted it black, completely black, and then we took the same baskets I'm talking about that we got from our wedding as gifts, and we mounted them up here. And it's such a nice touch, hey? I think it's such a beautiful thing to wake up to in the morning. And then these are just basically the beds. We've got 3/4 beds in here, 2 of them. And then if you know me by now, you know I'm always going to have a little touch of something special in my guest bedroom. And so I've made these. We've got these all over the house. These are just, this is a camel thorn pot from a tree outside. What is this, a quill? Oh, quill? Yeah, this is from a porcupine. Yeah, it's a porcupine quill. Then a feather from a guinea fowl. And we just tied that together with some string. And then a little Ferrero Rocher chocolate. It's always nice to have this for, it's almost like a turn down service that you'd get at a hotel. So we've just got that, and then I placed it on top of a throw, and then the extra blanket in case the guests get cold. So let me just give it to you from this side. I think the lighting is better here, sorry. And this is how the rest of the room looks like. And then we've got some closet space over here for our guests to put their stuff in. And I was actually meant to bring some spray paint with. I want to change these. I want to spray paint these black, just so that they can go with the rest of the bedroom color. And then we've got a vase over here, wooden vase, and then some spears. We also received this as a wedding gift. I don't know who gives people weapons for their wedding gifts, but we received it and we decorated with it. And then over here we've got that mirror, and then a nice armchair for guests to relax in. That's the window area. Then back to the bed. I'm so sorry the lighting is not as good as I'd want it to be, but you've got an idea. That's the ceiling, that's the fan. You've got an idea. So the hack in this room, guys, is basically to just make your bed up nice and neatly, of course, number one. And then you want to put your throw at the end of the table, at the end of the bed, sorry. And then you just put something quirky that's like a signature look in your house. Mine being this. And then a little chocolate just to say, you've arrived, my friend, and we are happy to have you. Another one is just to create then accent wall in your room. We painted ours black, and then you can use whatever you have. You can use baskets. You can also use placemats that you find like in a surprise home, pep home. You can also use those and just hang them up, and then they serve as art. So that's the hack that I used to style this room and to make it pretty. So the second room I'm going to be showing you how to style is our powder room. Very old school, but still fit for purpose. I love how big it is. So this is the vanity area. It's a single sink over there. And then the first hack over here, just to style it, is I placed our hand towels. I rolled them up and I placed them in this basket that we also received as a wedding gift. I always love how that looks. It's so fresh, and it's also very functional. Especially in these corona times, you want to make sure your guests have access to a hand towel that they can use one time and dispose of, and then you can rewash them. So I just placed this little camel thorn pot, as I do in all other areas of this home. I just placed that on top for some style. So that's the hack that I used to style in this bathroom, and I duplicate this all over our other bathrooms and toilets. So over on the left side of the vanity, I've just got a small area that I placed all the functional items that one would use in a bathroom. This is a candle that I just purchased from Pep Home. They just launched this. I'm going to be trying it out. Got some cotton pads in this little gold votive, metal votive thing that I got from Pep Home. I've got the faux succulent there, some air refreshener, and then I've also got the soap dispenser, and I've just put everything on a basket tray just to bring the whole thing together and so that everything is nice and organized. So that's what I've got on that side. And then to decorate further in this area, I also then brought in another basket, which I'm going to be showing you shortly. So over to this side, I basically placed all the extra toilet paper in a basket. I've got basket for days, you guys. So anyways, I'm one of those people, I hate. I once had this terrible experience where I needed extra toilet paper at somebody's house and I had to shout from the toilet that I needed toilet paper. So I always make sure I've got enough toilet paper in the bathroom, and I placed ours in this basket so a guest is able to reach over it, and I leave it open just so that they can see what's inside. They're not afraid to open it. So I just keep this in the corner over to this side, and the guest is able to top up. Since we're in the bathrooms, I thought I'd also show you then what I did here. This is our master bathroom area. Unfortunately, we only have one sink. We don't have twin sinks, so we are forced to share it, my husband and I, but that's fine. We make it work. So the walls are basically this cement plastered, and then we've got this mirror, which I'm not necessarily a fan of. Maybe changing it out soon, but basically we are going to work with what we have. And what I've done again, basket, hand towels, a little signature decorative piece, and then over here I've got these little baskets, and I just fill them up with stuff that we need. So you always want to make sure the items that you need on a day-to-day basis are in your functional items are in a nice container. So I've got earbuds in there, and over here I've got cotton pads, and they look cute, and it just ties to the whole natural aesthetic over here. And then we've got our soap dispenser, and as you can see, I don't have much storage space here. So at the bottom there we've got a basket where we keep our toiletries inside. So you see, as opposed to keeping the toiletries there on the counter, you just put it away discreetly, and it's not in your face, and the place still looks neat. Up here I use the rule of threes, which you guys should know by now. And I basically just took these faux succulents that I got from Mr. Price, placed them in these votive vases that I got from Pip, and then I just lined them up here. So you see how nice it looks like that it's three. And then we've got a picture of our daughter up there when she was a baby. And yeah, so the hacks here is the repetition with the hand towels, keeping your functional items or your products in nice cute storage. So those baskets, and then the basket down here, and then trying to decorate using 3 items that you repeat. And then over here, just to show you what I did here, I've got the toilet paper, and I just placed it in a nice bowl, or what is that, a bowl? Yeah, so that's it in terms of the hacks that I used inside our master bathroom to accessorize and to style it. So over to the last room that I styled at our farmhouse, the kitchen. This is the most used room in our house, as I'm sure is the case for many of you guys. So this is the place where we convene to have our lunch, breakfast and dinner. And the styling hack that I used here is I just basically displayed all of our, or most of our functional items. I displayed stuff that we normally have in cupboards. I took out some of our dishes and I placed them all on these open shelves, and I created moments with all of these things basically. And yeah, so that's the biggest style hack that I've used in here. I'm just going to walk you through some of these things so that you can see the different vignettes. I took books that we had on our bookshelf, stacked them up against each other, put that little picture there of an elephant, which is my favorite animal. I took baskets, placed them against the wall, then I stacked them together with that cutting board you see behind. And then again, I used all these ornaments we have around the house, all these plates and dishes. These are black dishes I bought from Pep Home. I love how artistic they look. You know, they are not only used for plating, but we also use them as decorative elements here. Then I placed the picture there behind, and again I layered over here with the basket, and just these little things you have around the house. And then the top, I basically duplicated my efforts as well. I tried to create moments with all of these items, all the stuff that we use. You can see the wooden cups here and the wooden bowl that you'd serve out of. I decided to make use of it as a decorative item. So really the styling hack here is just to use your items, your your holders, your cutlery, your crockery to style. And you can do this even if you don't have a shelf, open shelves. You can put these items on top of your cupboards, like for example on top there. I just need to remove those items there, they look messy, and you could also put something there. So the idea is really just to display these items creatively in your kitchen. As I said earlier, my husband and I made the decision that we're no longer going to dump all our unwanted stuff here at the farmhouse anymore. We're going to try and curate it and make sure that we are filling it with stuff that we love, you know, and getting quality stuff. So I did a little shopping at Pepon. I went there and I bought all these dishes that you see in here. Every single one of them is from there, and a lot of them are very crafty looking. They look like something you'd find like at a ceramic store. They look, you know, they are handmade and they're really beautiful. So I went there and I purchased these in different types of colors. This is actually one of my favorite ones. And now we've got full sets. We don't have these mismatched plates that are, you know, very haphazard looking. We are actually very intentional about the kind of stuff and quality we want to have in this house, and the kitchen now fits that intention, and I just love the way it came together. So a final hack that I wanted to share with you guys that I use for my kitchen all the time is just a clipping from a branch that I get outside. So normally if I'm able to, I would like to have flowers on our kitchen counter or kitchen table, but when I'm not able to, especially with everything that was going on with Corona, we're not able to get flowers as we wanted to. So what I do in that instance is I'll go outside and I'll just prune a branch off one of our trees, and I'll put this in a vase, put in some water, and sometimes it actually ends up propagating. It starts growing roots and you can replant it. But for other times, it's just to bring a natural element into your kitchen and to bring some styling there, and also just to celebrate the natural elements that the tree branches brings. So I'll usually just take this inside and then just display it on the table as a centerpiece. I cut the stems shorter, so this is how it looks like. Alright, so that's it for today's video. Thank you so much for watching, Rafikis. I appreciate each and one of you. I had so much fun doing this video for you, and I hope you guys are going to be able to incorporate some, if not all of these easy style hacks into your own homes. Remember to tag me on Instagram, and remember to subscribe and turn on your notification button to get notified when I release a new video. Enjoy your weekend, guys. Mwah!